Hey guys, what's going on? Sorry for that little delay. I was just fixing something in the browser. How we're doing today on a Friday night? Yeah, I'm doing pretty well myself. I just want like a chill night, so we're just gonna play some JetPunk and Sporcle today. A nice chill time. Probably not go for too long, maybe like around 30 minutes. And yeah, I hope you guys have fun with this as much as I do. Yes, Isaac. Um. Yeah, I do say, oh my god. That's the thing I have to work on. So let's get right into it today. Um, I said it again. I don't know why I keep on saying That's so bad. I've noticed that I say that a lot. I have to work on that. I know. That's I said it again. Okay, this is not a therapy session for me. This is to play Sporcle and JetPunk. So let's get to it. If you guys have any suggestions, thanks Isaac for the uh audio update. I appreciate it. Um, I said I don't know why I keep on saying this. um, if you have any suggestions on what games you want us to play, please put it in the chat. So I thought it'd be fun to just get us started with an all country flags of the world quiz. This is something that I'm not very good at a lot of things, but this is one thing I am good at. So that I think I'm just gonna go through all these countries, see if I can name all their flags, and maybe give some tips on how to memorize them. So let's get started. First off, this is Austria, of course, and then Finland. Oh, also, I'm not a good speller. Or a good typer, rather. You'll find that out of along the course of this journey. Grenada. I find one tip I find helpful when trying to memorize flags is if you can make a personal connection beyond just the flag in the country. For example, this is Sri Lanka, and if you're trying to memorize flags and you don't know anything about the Sri Lanka itself, I feel like it will be more difficult to remember that this specific symbol is for Sri Lanka. So, for example, for this flag, I'm thinking, island next to India, Sri Lanka. And then for Costa Rica, the first thing that comes to my mind is the 2014 World Cup. I'm a big sports fan, so a lot of these will be sports related for how I remember them. So again, 2014 World Cup. I think it was 2014 World Cup with James Rodriguez, Colombia. Then Tuvalu. Now, okay. Speaking of this one, I'm not gonna do an Olympic quiz next in honor of the Olympics. Sounds good, Isaac. I'll for sure do that. Now, we're getting to an important part. I might mix up a couple of the flags, but hopefully I can, over the course of 15 minutes, get all of these flags correct. So I say this because Monaco and Indonesia, they both have very similar flags. I'm pretty sure this is Indonesia. It is, but I definitely could mix a couple of these flags up, particularly with Romania and Chad. But of course, we'll get to that. Next up, we have Bolivia, and then Oman, the only country that starts with the letter O. Oh boy, let's see if I can spell this. Eswatini, and then Mozambique, Saint Lucia. Shout out Chris Boucher. He has Saint Lucian heritage. Dominican Republic. Type in the chat if you like the Gambia. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Type in the chat if you like JetPunk or Sporcle better. I personally started off with Sporcle, but I find to enjoy JetPunk better, or more, rather, because it gives a little bit more, it gives a little bit of a grace period for spelling, which I very much appreciate. So next we have Honduras. Then Mauritania. This is more of a spelling competition than it is a flag competition for me. South Korea, Netherlands. Netherlands have been doing amazing at the Winter Olympics in speed skating. I know they always do. You like the Gambia, Isaac? I also like the Gambia as well. The only country, fun fact, in its official English name to be called the Gambia. So like, for example, we usually say the Netherlands for the Netherlands, but in its official English name, it's just Netherlands. But for Gambia, its official English name is the Gambia. Here's a little fact for you. Australia. Japan, South Africa, Luxembourg. I really want to go to Luxembourg for some reason. I think it would be cool. We don't talk about that country right now. Seychelles. We also shouldn't talk about this country either. North Korea. Liechtenstein. Oh, geez. Let's see if I can spell this. Please, I'm just trying to get it close enough so that I can get autocorrect. Liechtenstein. Shout out the Netherlands, Isaac. Shout out the Netherlands. Trinidad and Tobago. First thing that comes to mind for that is Nicki Minaj. Next we have Zimbabwe, Paraguay, Malta, Kosovo. Then lots of people would trip on this one. Cote d'Ivoire, I think. Yeah, it is. Ivory Coast. Somalia, Nicaragua, Ecuador. Now, what do you guys think? I honestly can't tell the difference. Do you think this is Chad or Romania? I'll leave that one to wait for you guys to respond in the chat. Israel, then Hungary. Really want to go to Budapest. Turkmenistan, Morocco, New Zealand, Vietnam. What's your favorite country other than Canada or Scotland? Good question, Isaac. I think it's Chad. Yeah, let's go Chad. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. Hey, good job, Isaac. It was Chad. Let me think. What's my favorite country other than Canada or Scotland? I do love both of those countries very much. I would have to say, I have a really deep fascination and interest in South Korea. I think it's a very interesting place. That's definitely up there for sure. I also love Australia. I love Australia. I really want to go. I'm just fascinated by both the people and the nature and the wildlife there. I think it's very interesting. And then I'll give one more. I would have to say Morocco. Morocco is really cool. I hear the people are very nice there, and it has great history, beautiful landscape, and I hear amazing food too. So yeah, Morocco. Portugal, Qatar, Senegal. Oh really? Someone's about to use my microwave? Hopefully the power doesn't go out. Sao Tao and Principe, I think. It's how you spell that. I think. Maybe it's Sao Tome. Oh yeah, it is. Nepal, one of the greatest flags in the world. The reason why I know so many of these flags is I had like a encyclopedia. I think this is it? Oh no, sorry, this is Benin. There. I don't know why I thought that. I had an encyclopedia, like a kid's encyclopedia when I was a youth, and they had a section with all the country's flags on it, and I just studied that up. And I don't know why I was so fascinated. It was just as a kid, and you're fascinated with different things, and I was fascinated with flags. Libya, new flag, or at least newish flag, beautiful flag, in my opinion. Bhutan, also another beautiful flag. Uganda. I kind of have to go quick. I've been talking too much. Azerbaijan. Oh, let's see if I can spell this. Kyrgyzstan. Let's see. Kyrgyzstan. Did it? Poland. Belize. Nigeria. Marshall Islands. Iran. Yanfidco. I know. I was so youthful back then. Not anymore. Now I'm just old and grizzled. Kenya. Andorra. Very cool place. Rwanda. Estonia. Haiti. Fun. Look up the story of Haiti and Liechtenstein. And they actually have very similar flags. They had the exact same flag. They just had this blue and red. And then they met at an Olympics. I think it was maybe in the 1920s. They came in and they was like, wait. are you wearing the same thing? Well, some of us is gonna have to change. So yeah, it's just they didn't know they had the same flag, and now they both added emblems to differentiate themselves. Peru, Djibouti, Saint Kitts, is this? Oh no, Saint Vincent, and the Grenadines, India, Antigua and Barbuda, Angola, Burundi. I'm just gonna have to fire these off a little bit, and then Dominica, Gabon, this Kuwait, yeah, Belarus, Burundi, oh sorry, Brunei, Comoros, is it Comoros? Pretty sure it is, yeah. Ghana, love Ghana, another country that I love. Guatemala, I think this is Guatemala. Let me see how I can spell this correctly. Is this not Guatemala? Pretty sure it is. Guatemala. There we go. Burkina Faso. Oh, sorry, Guinea-Bissau. Germany, Bahrain, Nauru, Iceland, Vanuatu, Bulgaria, Ethiopia. Why do I love Ghana? It started in the 2012 World Cup. If you don't know the story, they made it to the quarterfinals. It was in South Africa, so it was an African nation in the quarterfinals, and it was extra time, and there was a very controversial play when they were playing Uruguay. Ghana was about to score, and then a Uruguayan player touched the ball with his hand. Uruguay, by the way. And Ghana was awarded a penalty kick, and they heartbreakingly missed the kicks and ended up losing the game. And ever since then, my sister loved Ghana, and by proxy, I also love Ghana. Curry Boss, the only country in the world to be in the four hemispheres, all four hemispheres, north, east, west, south. Fun fact. Also, beautiful flag. This flag is absolutely beautiful. We got Russia. Whoa. Interesting that those two are next to each other. I'm pretty sure this is random. Uzbekistan. Man, I'm bad at spelling. Saudi Arabia, the Vatican, of course the smallest city, or not the smallest city, smallest country, Madagascar, San Diego, Pakistan, Yemen, Argentina, this is Guinea, France, Burkina Faso, Mauritius, where the dodo birds were from, Romania, Czechia, Thailand, and then we got home of Luka Doncic, one of my favorite basketball players. Let me know in the chat who your guys' favorite basketball players are. Luka Doncic, then Central African Republic, I think I'm gonna have to spell this out. African Republic. If I was a Madagascar character, who would I be? Probably Melman, honestly. No ego in that. Who would you be, Isaac? St. Kitts, Lithuania, home of Ignas Brazdeikis, basketball player. Norway, Fiji, very good at rugby. Fiji, China, Tanzania, Tonga, DRC, UAE. Now we're getting. Is that not Syria? I'm pretty sure it is Syria. Oh, sorry, it's Iraq. My bad. Togo, Brazil. Sorry that I'm going so fast. I just don't want to run out of time. Bosnia. I still might run out of time. They don't give you enough time when you're streaming. Moldova. Next quiz I'll make it untimed. Zambia, Bangladesh, Papua New Guinea, Jordan, Algeria, Denmark, UK, San Marino, Belgium, Croatia, Turkey, Spain, Ireland. I don't know if I'm going to finish. Or we're going to finish, I should say. Latvia, Italy, Armenia. I'd probably go Gloria. Yeah, Gloria is a great... I always have trouble spelling Philippines for some reason. Botswana. No, it's oh, I'm choking. Sudan, Suriname, Sierra Leone, Georgia, Cameroon. I can't spell. Not Cameroon? Yeah, it is. Afghanistan, Panama, Syria. They got a new flag. Eritrea. Please, can I spell? Yes. Taiwan. Taiwan, they recognize? Sure. I recognize Taiwan for sure. Monaco. I think we're going to do it, guys. I had to speed type a bit, but I think we're going to do it. Maybe, actually. Timor-Leste, one of the newest countries in the world. We haven't had a new country since South Sudan. Though, I actually have to go. I'll tell you that after. Kazakhstan. They just won a gold medal. Venezuela. Singapore. Please, can I spell Singapore? And then Cambodia. Whew! That was close. 4 seconds to spare. Sorry I had to go so fast. I just really wanted to finish that quiz on time. What I wanted to say about Solomon Island was, speaking of new countries, one of their, I think it's an island chain, but one of the islands called Bougainville, I can look it up, is probably going to become its own country. Patriot, which is pretty cool. And there's been conflict there for a while, but I think they finally reached a settlement. Yeah, if you believe in AI, we can read AI. Poised to potentially become the world's newest nation following a 2019 referendum where 98% voted for independence. And yes, it'll probably hopefully become a country in 2027. We love self-determination here. And yeah, their potential flag is absolutely awesome. I think this is, I don't know what the symbol is. I think it has something there. Flag symbol. Let's learn what the symbol is. With essential design symbolizing local... Okay, so the core symbol is a red and white upe, a traditional male initiation headdress. So that's pretty cool. This is what it looks like. So that's awesome. So yeah, hopefully we're going to get 197 according to JetPunk. 197 countries soon. Yeah, so that was fun. Let's see which countries have... that's another thing why I love JetPunk and Sporcle, is you can see how other people do. So it doesn't surprise me that the country most people got was the United States. 99% got that. The UK. Let's see what country was the hardest for people. Solomon Islands, really? Really? That's actually kind of surprising for me. Guinea-Bissau doesn't surprise me. That's a country I don't know too much about, so it'd be hard. Again, if you have the more you know about a certain country, obviously it would be easier to identify their flag. You just can associate their flag with a bunch more meaning towards it rather than just a name. Yeah, so yeah, Bolivia as well. That honestly doesn't shock me, just because red, yellow, and green are very popular colors for flags in Africa, and of course Bolivia is in South America. So maybe some folks would think that this country is an African nation, which honestly totally reasonable. But it's Bolivia, and then Tuvalu. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me either. All right, so that was fun. We did the kind of a buzzer beater there. Let's see an Olympics quiz. Also, I played JetPunk a lot, so maybe there's one thing that's is superior in Sporcle is that you can just look up a topic much easier. Should we just do the first one that comes up? Olympic quizzes? Oh, here we go. Which one should we do? Should we just do a random one out of these? Yeah, let's do a random one. Let's just do a random one. 2020 Summer Olympics trivia. Okay, that'll be fun. To be honest, I wasn't entirely locked into that Olympics. It was obviously during the pandemic, but let's try it out. Again, 4 minutes. Can you make these untimed? Okay, you can. All right. Host city, Tokyo. Country with the most medals? Honestly, probably the U.S. It was the Summer Olympics, and the U.S. always does very well in the Summer Olympic Games. Country with the most gold medals. Is it China? No. Honestly, is it the U.S.? The U.S. is very good at the Olympics. Country that won the first gold medal awarded in these games. It could be the USA, honestly, again. No. China? Okay. I'm pretty sure the shooting events are one of the first ones, so maybe it was one of those shooting events. Okay, so name one country or territory that won their first ever gold medal. San Marino, maybe? I think they won one. No. Let's get back to that one. If you guys have any guesses, let me know in the chat. Name one country that won their first ever medal. Oh yeah, this is 2020. I'm thinking of 2024. Do I like the U.S., Isaac? That's a complicated question. I do like most of the people. I don't know why I'm stuttering. I think like any country, like humanity, it has its negatives, it has its positives, it has some beautiful nature, some beautiful people. As in, yeah, it has. I don't know what I'm talking. I'm very stuttery today. Yeah, I like the U.S. Sure. Don't like the administration personally though, and we can get into that if you want. Country that won their first ever medal. I'm gonna go San Marino. I feel like San Marino. Yeah. I feel like I heard that. I remember that San Marino won its first medal at these games. Okay, country with the most medals per capita. Hint: one of the smallest and least populated country in the world. Well, I'm pretty sure Bermuda won medal. No. Country with the most medals per capita. This is hard. This is like 6 years ago. I'm not sure. Most populous country that did not receive any medals in these games. Did India win one? I'll be Bangladesh. No. Not Bangladesh. Jeez, I'm not doing well. What's popular? Indonesia maybe? But they're pretty good. They use, yeah. I'm surprised. Nigeria? No, they must have gotten one. It's not India. It's not Bangladesh. What's a country? Another populated country. I need help here, guys. If you got any suggestions, let me go. No. First country to march during the opening ceremonies? Jeez, I don't know. Well, it's probably... Is Afghanistan the first country in the alphabet? I think it is. Oh my god, I can't spell today. Afghanistan. What's I don't know. Let's get, this is definitely worse than last time. Last country, I think it's France. Just because it was hosting the next one. Nope, it's not France. Japan maybe? Alright. Hey, we got one. Athlete who lit the Olympic cauldron during the opening ceremonies? No idea. Country that was not allowed to use its IOC? That was Russia. In one country that debuted a new name in these games. Czechia, maybe, perhaps. It used to be called Czech Republic? No. Debuted a new name in these games. What? Turkey, perhaps. Turkey? Turkey? No, I can't spell Turkey. Turkey. LeBron. All right, let's try it. LeBron James. Let's do a LeBron James quiz after this. Name one country that... I don't know. I'm trying to think. What country recently changed their name? I don't know. I think this was North Korea. I do remember this. The country that withdrew all of its athletes due to COVID-19 concerns. I'm pretty sure that was North Korea. Name one country that achieved a podium sweep by winning gold, silver, and bronze in a single event. Honestly, probably the US did that. No. China. China must have did that. No, really. Japan. I'm not very good at this, guys. Germany? Norway? What's a country that like specializes in one singular event or event that... Oh, probably South Korea, I could see. Maybe in like archery? No. I don't know. Okay, name one... Wait, so name two countries that decided to share a gold medal after the athlete competed for hours, but neither bested the other. I do remember this. This was the high jumping event, where it was Bahrain and Italy. All right, so... Oh, Qatar and Italy. Sorry. Country with the first openly transgender athlete to compete in an individual event at the Summer Olympics. Was it the USA? No. I feel like I do remember hearing this story, but I can't recall what nation it was from. Was it Mexico? Maybe, no, I don't know why I think it would be Mexico. I'm not sure. Country that expelled an athlete, she would later refuse to fly back to the country out of fear for her safety. I don't remember this. No, I'm not sure. Country awarded gold medals in marathon during the closing ceremonies. Honestly, probably Kenya. Kenya's very good at marathoning. Next host city, Paris. All right. I'm just going to give up. They're pretty awful. The average score is 12. Your high score is 0? I got 11. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Countries territories that won the first ever gold medal. Qatar. Should have guessed that. Philippines, Bermuda. Did I put Bermuda? Oh, I put it here. Most medals per capita, San Marino. Interesting. I swear I put Pakistan there. Is Pakistan bigger than Bangladesh? Let's see. So Pakistan has a population of 251 million. Bangladesh has a population of 157. So it is better. It is more populous. First country to march during the opening ceremony is Greece. Duh. That makes sense. Athlete who lit the Olympic cauldron. Naomi Osaka. Makes sense. Achieved the podium sweeps. Jamaica and Switzerland, really? What did Switzerland 2020 Olympics sweep? Switzerland, women's cross-country mountain biking event, really? I would rate Pakistan a 5 out of 10 on places you'd like to visit. That's cool, Isaac. Yeah, I'm sure Pakistan has some great things to go visit there. Great history, great culture. Country with the first openly transgender athlete, New Zealand. That's pretty cool. An athlete, Belarus. I do remember hearing that actually now that is brought up. Alright, so that wasn't the best. Let's try a LeBron James trivia quiz. That's always fun. Okay, let's start. NBA teams LeBron has played for. By the way, I'm a huge LeBron fan. Who isn't, though? So, of course, he started off with the Cavs, then with the Heat, back on the Cavs, and then now he's on the Los Angeles Lakers. His nickname? GOAT. GOAT, probably. But I think it's King James. Nickname of his son, who's also an NBA player, Baby GOAT. Bronny, of course. Who's actually, an actual name is LeBron James Jr. Name of... Oh... I don't know why I just didn't do this on the flight quiz. I thought like once you started, I don't know why I thought that, but I thought once you started you couldn't make it unlimited. I just should have done this on the flight quiz. Name of the 2010 event where he changed teams, The Decision, iconic. It's a TV. It was a TV show. If you've never seen that moment, check it out. He's taking his talents to South Beach. Oh, that's the next question. I'm kind of a mind reader today. South Beach. A player who said he was tired of being second to LeBron in 2013. Did Wade say that? Oh no. Who would have said that in 2013? He was still on the Heat at that moment in time, I'm pretty sure. If you guys got a guess in the chat, let me know. I'm trying to think. Maybe it was somebody, maybe Kevin Durant, perhaps? Yeah, Kevin Durant, as in, I thought it was second, or being second in terms of on that team, but it was the entire association in itself. Yeah, Isaac, it was Katie. State that LeBron is from? Ohio. Akron, Ohio, to be specific. City he is from, again, Akron. 2021 animated movie that he starred in. Abominable, I'm pretty sure. Abominable. How do you spell how would you spell this? My arch enemy spelling. I swear it's called abominable. Is it not? Abominable. It's not called that? Oh no, it's called like, what is it called? Like Big Feet or something. Thanks, Isaac, for the spelling. It's not called that? I don't know if Space Jam is a animated movie per se. I mean, it has some animated parts, but I would call that live action. Should have won Best Picture, by the way. Substance he tosses in the air before games. Boom! Chalk. Should I do that before my streams? Should that be the first thing I do on my streams, is throw some chalk? What is tattooed across his back? I feel like it's like... Oh, is it like Great One? No, it's Chosen One. I should not know that. English Premier League team that he owns part of? Arsenal, of course, right? No, sorry, Liverpool. A player who was drafted number 2 just after LeBron. What's his name? Mirotic, I think? Is that Mirotic? Oh no, he was second. No, I'm pretty sure he was second. Anthony was... Oh no, Anthony. Yeah, Anthony was third. Carmelo Anthony from Syracuse. Wow, what's his name? Isn't it Mikotic? Or if anybody knows how to spell his name in the chat. I am a Glazer, Isaac. Okay, player who formed Bosch. Player from the Big Three with LeBron. Are we Irving and Love are a Big Three? Sure, yeah. It was more LeBron and company though. Player who was drafted number 2 he was drafted by the Pistons. Milicic. Thank you, Isaac. Just couldn't spell his name. Great. This stream, we definitely know LeBron here. What was the least player? That was the lowest. That was the answer people knew the least amount of. Can't speak English today. All right, let's do one more. Let's just see what's a popular one. World's most valuable companies. Capitals. I'm not very good at capitals. I want to get better at country capitals. Definitely something. Maybe I can do that on a stream and then we can improve together but I don't think we have time for it today. Languages by combined flag. Guess each language based on a merged flag. Sure, I guess we started on a flag quiz. Let's end on a flag quiz. Cooper flag, by the way. Just thinking of basketball. It's going to be really good. So we got the French, Canadian, and Belgian flag. That is, of course, French. German, Switzerland. On the Madison Avenue pub? Sure, I'll do that right after this one. We'll finish off on that one. German, and then I'm learning German on Duolingo, by the way. Been doing it for about a year. Haven't improved that much. Well, improved a little bit. That's for sure. Okay, then we got Portuguese, the language of the future. English, Spanish, rather. Then we got San Marino, Italy, Vatican, and Switzerland. Wow, a lot of people speak Italian in the world. Belarus and Russian. I'm pretty sure Russian wouldn't it be? Yeah. China or Mandarin, perhaps. Though it's probably Chinese because they all speak like different dialects of that language. Yeah, Mandarin and Cantonese. We're all saying that's the same language? Hey, I'm not saying this. Don't flame me in the comments, guys. Serbian? Should I not say that? Serbio-Croatian, yeah. Sweden, Finland speak the same language? I don't think they do at all. I don't know that one. Because I know Finland and Sweden do not speak the same language. No, I guess it must be a popular language in Finland. Okay. Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. Oh, what's it called? Is it Swahili? Could be Swahili. It is. Then we got Namibia and South Africa. Afrikaans, I'm pretty sure it's called. Then we got Korean, the Koreans. Is this just going to be Ethiopian? I hope it is. No, but we got Ethiopia and Eritrea, both countries next to each other. I'm just not sure what the language is called. Excited to learn what it is though. Then we got Suriname and the Netherlands. So that's Dutch. And then we got Andorra and Catalonia. So which is something in Spain or something in Iberia, I should say. Realizing if I do geography, it gets political rather quickly. Catalonian. No, Basque. No, Catalan, I think it's called. Catalan. There we go. And then it's definitely the language they speak in Ethiopia. I don't know it. I'm excited to learn. Let's see what it is. It's called that. Let's see. Is it sometimes romanticized according to Italian? Tigrinya is a language which is primarily spoken regions native to Eritrea and the region of Ethiopia. Interesting. Is this the language most spoken in Ethiopia? Let's see. Demographics. Languages. Oh, Oromo. Interesting. So only 5% of Ethiopians. Yeah, I'll zoom in. Only 5% of Ethiopians speak this language. Cool. Learn something new every day. That's the goal. Okay, let's do one more. Programmable search engine. Oh yeah, that's the JetPunk thing. Okay, let's do a quiz on the Madison Avenue pub. Let's see if they have one of those. I don't think they do. No, they don't. Well, we can't just end up on a disappointment. Let's do one more quiz. It is fun. What should we do? Let's do a quiz on... We did some basketball. We did some flags. Let's do one. Let's just do like a general knowledge-ish one. Countries with more than 50 million people. How many are there? Oh, that's a lot. I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, I saw this one. The only two capitals. Each clue applies to two and only two world capitals. I don't think I'm going to be very good at this one, but let's try it off. And on a hard one. On the Pacific coast of North or South America. Lima, I'm pretty sure, is the capital of Peru, and it's on the coast. Nice. And Panama City. That's cool. That are also... So, the only two capitals that are also a capital of the EU. Brussels is one of them. And Luxembourg City. That's pretty cool. Mentioned in the Old Testament. When was Baghdad founded? Let's try that. Though I think it might. Yeah, I think Baghdad. Yeah. Jerusalem, probably. And Damascus, capital of Syria, I want to say. Damascus. Yeah, capital of Syria. Okay, now one that has a population over 300,000 in the year 1500 AD. London, maybe? Paris? Rome? Beijing? Okay, Beijing and Cairo. That's pretty cool. Below sea level. There's only 2 capitals in the world that are below sea level. That's pretty cool. You learn a lot in these quizzes. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Near the Dead Sea. What's the capital of Jordan? No idea. No idea what the capital of Jordan is. Should we go with Jerusalem again? Jerusalem. Cannot spell. No. It's probably something. It's Caspian Sea. I don't know. Let's skip. Not within 200. Oh, yeah, okay. Not within 2,000 kilometers of any other capital. Okay. I would guess it's the Mongolian capital. No idea how to spell that. It's like Ulaanbaatar. Oh, sorry, Isaac. I didn't see that. Amsterdam. That's a great guess. Nice, Isaac. That's awesome. Thank you. Not within 2,000 kilometers of any other capital. Ulaanbaatar. Okay, let's just look this up. Mongolia. It's called something like that. Yeah, okay. If it's not this, no. Let's go with Wellington. South Korea. Or not South Korea. Australia. Not Australia, New Zealand. And then Canberra is the capital of Australia. With a latitude of above 60 degrees north. So a northern capital. Moscow is probably pretty north. Ain't it? No. Helsinki, maybe, perhaps? Oh, no, it's probably Reykjavik is definitely one of them. Reykjavik. Let's just see how to spell this. Reykjavik. And Helsinki. I just can't spell Helsinki. Located on the Rio de la Plata. Unfortunately, I don't know what that is. If you guys got any guesses in the comments. Brasilia, perhaps? The capital of Brazil. Rio de la Plata. What is that? I definitely heard about that. It's probably in the Americas. Okay, what's next? Name for a U.S. president. One of them's Washington, D.C. I can tell you that. And the other one is Monrovia. Is that the capital of Liberia? Yeah, that makes sense. Probably named after James Monroe. Liberia used to be... Well, it had deep ties with the U.S. at least. I don't know if it was officially its colony, but it was the deep ties. I'm just going to make this unlimited. Sure, I don't care. There was talks to send freed slaves back to Africa via Liberia. That border another capital city. I know this because I'm planning a European trip. Yeah. I swear Bratislava is like right next to I just can't spell today. Bratislava. It's not. Interesting. Okay, the answer is the Congo countries. I just don't know what the names are. I swear Bratislava and Vienna are like right next to I guess they're not right next to each other. But they're pretty close. It's definitely the capitals of the Congo, and I'm pretty sure that the capital of the Democratic Republic Congo starts with a K. I just don't know what it is. Zaire. That was what it used to be called. Maybe it's called that. No. Okay. More than 400 kilometers away from an international border or the sea. Moscow, perhaps? Nice. And Brasilia, that's surprising. On the same island as another capital? It's probably on Borneo. Again, is this 3 countries? Oh, Singapore. No, I guess Singapore's not on an island. Well, it is on an island, but it's a very small island. I don't know the capital of... Well, Jakarta is not on that. It's not on Borneo. But Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brunei. Oh, probably the capital of Haiti and the the Dominican Republic. What are those capitals called? Saint Domingue, I think. They're both called that, but it's just like one's in French and one's in Saint. Is it not? I swear it is. Maybe it's not Saint. Something like that. What is it called? Because it's the oldest. Saint Juan, maybe. Or San Juan. Or San Jose. No. That's the capital of Costa Rica. Oh, it's something like that. It's one of the oldest. The Dominican Republic one's one of the oldest cities in the Americas. I just can't think of the name. It's like Domingue. It's something like that. It's definitely something like that. Okay. Starting with T and in Europe. Oh my god. Let's go through it. Spain, Madrid, no. Portugal, Lisbon, no. France, Paris, no. Italy, Rome, no. Germany, Berlin. Poland is Warsaw, I believe. Oslo, Helsinki, London, Stockholm. Why can't I think of this? I can't think of any of them right now. The capital of Estonia might start with a T. Like Talsmo or something. I just can't think of what it is. Starting with S and in South America. Buenos Aires, Lima, Brasilia, Santiago. That's what I think this one's called. No, it's not. This is bugging me. It's something like that, though. Is it Santiago, this one? Yeah, and Sucre, one of the capitals of Bolivia. Don't know where that river is. On an island in the Malta. Probably. I'm pretty sure it's Estonia's capital, Isaac. Yeah, I think so too. I just can't think of what its name is. No, I don't think it is. I'm in the same boat with you, Isaac. Ending in Ville. I'm pretty sure the capital of DRC also ends with Ville. Okay, with 5 or fewer letters. Okay, this is too complicated. I can't think right now. I'm ending this quiz. Buenos Aires is the Rio de Plata. Okay. Port-au-Prince and Santo Domingo. It was that. I just couldn't spell it. It also did not the same. I don't know why I thought that too. And then Brazzaville. Where's Brazzaville? That is the capital of the DRC. I swear it's next to the capital of the Congo. Oh, this is the capital of Congo, rather. Kinshasa. Yeah, isn't this the capital of the DRC? I feel like those are next. Well, anyways. Okay, that was pretty bad. Let's end on a high note, actually. Okay, let's see what the capital of Estonia is, because it clearly wasn't that. Oh, it is. Yeah, Tallinn. Let's do a nice easy one, or an easier one. Countries closest to Alaska. No, too many. That's way too many. I don't want to. Let's just do like a. Let's see what the featured quizzes are for today. Let's see here. NBA MVPs quiz. That'd be pretty fun. We already did an NBA. Let's do US presidents. It's also a nerdy thing that I'm good at to finish it off. Washington. Let's see if I can go in order. Jefferson. I'm already off. I don't know what I'm thinking. Adams, Monroe, Madison. I'm just gonna not do it in order now. I'm just gonna think of the first person that comes to mind. Let's try to do it like party order. That'd be fun. Trump, Bush. We got then Reagan. The next Republican was Ford. We got Nixon. Down here, Eisenhower, one of my personal favorite presidents. Though he had some bad, but don't we all? He had some good too, though. Then Harding. Well, it's not I guess we should go in order. Hoover, Coolidge, Harding. Then we got Taft, Roosevelt. Just can't spell Roosevelt these days. Roosevelt, and then McKinley, underrated president who got assassinated. Then Harrison, who was the grandson of William Henry Harrison, the shortest president with the shortest term in office. I think around, let's see, like 30-ish days, I believe, was his term, because he died in office. Yeah, 30 days. Okay, next Republican president was, what's his name? Arthur, Chester A. Arthur, because he took over from Garfield, who would have been a great president. In my opinion, he was a genius. He could write Latin with one hand and ancient Greek in the other at the same time. He was an absolute genius. But unfortunately, he got assassinated by Charles Guiteau. Watch the Salmonello video about that if you haven't. Great video. Next, we got Grant, Ulysses S. Grant. I really want to... not Grant? Oh, yeah. What's his name? Hayes. Rutherford B. Hayes. And Lincoln, of course, the first Republican. And we got all the Whigs out of the way. I'm sorry, this is the Democrat-Republican Party. Don't ask. We got we got the Federalist. Now we just got to get the Whig people out of the way. Tyler, and who took over from William Henry Harrison after he passed away. And then we got Taylor, who was a war hero in the War of 1812, I believe he was. No, maybe it was the Spanish-American War. I think he was a war hero. And then he also died in office, and he was taken over by Millard Fillmore, who looks like Alec Baldwin. Okay, let's finish off with the Democrats. Joe Biden, Obama, Clinton, and then Jimmy Carter. Great man. He was Jimmy Carter, and then Lyndon B. Johnson. Kennedy, who I'm reading a biography. I have it right here. I just started, but JFK. It's by Frederick Loachfall. Just started the first chapter, but it's very good so far. And then we got, what's his name? I'm picturing his name. He was in Oppenheimer. He took over from Roosevelt. He's from Kansas, I think. No, he's from Missouri. What's his name? Truman. Henry Truman. I think he's from Kansas or Missouri. Harry Truman, by the way. I don't know. Well, I guess. Yeah, he's from Missouri. Okay. We kind of got to go again. Wilson. Then we got, before Trump, the only president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms, Cleveland. Then we got probably 2 of the worst presidents, Buchanan, Pierce, and then we have Polk, and then the first 2, Jackson, and then Buren, who was the only U.S. president whose native tongue, or mother tongue rather, wasn't English. He was a Pennsylvania Dutch. So yeah, there you have it. That was a lot of fun doing those quizzes with you. I should be having another stream on Wednesday. Let me know if you have any ideas you want, or any ideas, games you want us to play on this stream. But yeah, I'll see you later. Have a good weekend, guys.